This was supposed to be a relaxing day exploring Vang Vieng, but let's just say things didn't exactly go as planned.
I hope that's fun.
Between dusty roads, surprise detours, and to stop at some of the bluest water we've seen, renting a buggy turned out to be the best and messiest decision we made. We had no idea what we were in for, but by the time the sun set, we knew this was a day to remember. Vang Vieng is known as the adventure capital of Laos, where visitors take to the air and rivers for a rush. However, if you're like us and want to keep your adventures solidly on the ground, then renting a buggy might be for you. We headed across the river to rent from a local shop. You can choose any time or duration from 1 hour to all day. We went for a 4-hour option, and after a quick orientation, we quickly found ourselves in the countryside. We didn't have much of a plan, other than to follow where the road takes us. Mostly, it took us to some scenic blue lagoons in the area, but having our own transport gave us the chance to stop and soak in the views. Our first stop was Blue Lagoon number 1. This is by far the most popular, so if you want fewer crowds, you need to arrive early, or you can give this one a miss. However, it is popular for a reason, as it's really beautiful. Plus, there are a few side trails to explore, where it feels a lot quieter.
Oh, this is hilarious. I hope that's fun.
Yeah, that was just dumb, but that's okay.
Gotta watch where you're going, or else you might end up splashing up some piles of poo! Now, the first Blue Lagoon we stopped at was Blue Lagoon 1, and it was already fairly busy, I would say. Our next stop is Blue Lagoon 3, and there's really nobody here, which is nice.
Blue Lagoon 3 is great for an afternoon swim. We arrived early in the morning and decided to do some trail walking. But I chickened out when we got to the ladders. So Jimmy shares his view from the top.
Okay, this is the top.
As the day carries on, we drive beyond the pavement, where the red tinted dirt carries you to lesser known parts. That is how we find Blue Lagoon number 5. It might not be the most picturesque, but here is where you'll find the quiet side of Laos. The water is still. The only sounds are the trees swaying and the occasional splash. We don't stay long, but for a moment, it feels like we've stumbled onto something special. Then it's back on the road, kicking up dust as we chase whatever comes next. The cows and the water buffalo dictate the speed limit around here.
You win, buddy. I ain't fighting you.
And occasionally you may catch up with some other drivers. But out here, no one's really in a rush, whether it's a farmer on a motorbike or another buggy kicking up dust ahead. The road belongs to everyone and everything. It's all part of the adventure. After a day of dusty roads and detours, we end up here, on a rooftop, watching the colors shift over Vang Vieng. No plans, no rush, just a quiet moment to take it all in. Some days are about adventure. Others are about standing still. Today, we got both. The sky fades to fire, then to a deep burnt orange, the last light stretching over the karst mountains. Paragliders coast through the air, and for a moment, everything is still. If there's one thing this day has taught me, it's that the best moments aren't always planned. Whether on the ground or in the sky above, the best adventures are the ones that unfold, if you let them.